Alrighty, let's get back into this. The two of you can simply sit down for now. I will take care of everything, so don't worry about it. That's nice, I guess. With that, she heads towards the kitchen unit to scour the fridge and cupboards for ingredients that might be useful to her. I consider offering my help, or telling her to keep it simple, but I don't want her to think that I'm doubting her abilities, so I remain silent, simply sitting down instead. The sound of her chopping has an amount of clock-like precision to it that turns it into something akin to white noise. Oh wow, they actually throw in chopping noises, alright. Okay, you wanna discuss anything, Valerie? Maybe about Amelia? Do I want to discuss anything about Amelia? Oh my god. Not offering to help seems to have been the right call. Realistically, I'd only have slowed her down.
Well then, if we're gonna be sitting around here for a while anyway, why don't the two of you tell me a bit more about yourselves?
I don't know. Not like I really care about her trust, but I guess it might help her when it comes to opening up about Amelia. Yeah, what do you want to know? What do I even know? A lot of my memory is like gone, ain't it? Or is it just the last few days before this?
Great! A volunteer! Just whatever. Who are you, besides your name and all that? And what do you do? Where do you live?
Well... Oh, great. Small talk. Wah, wah. Didn't expect that to be something I'd ever have to worry about today. I study artificial intelligence. Live at my parents' house in B2-3.
I'm sorry, huh?
I study artificial intelligence? I study AI? Dude, that's cool! 2B-A. Okay, so obviously, yeah, we learned this last time. The city is like split up into different quadrants, it seems. You got the A, you got the B's. Now, how far does it go? How many letters of the alphabet do we use? Valerie nods and waits for me to continue, until she realizes that I won't. That's all you're getting out of me, lady.
Whoa, quite chatty today, are we? Well, not that I expected it to go any better. You live in B2-3? So you probably go to the uni in 2A.
In A5, actually. It's not that much farther away. And they have a way better reputation when it comes to AI, so, yeah.
A5? I see.
Crap, did I fuck it up? Does she know that Amelia went there as well? Whoa, what do you mean? Is there something wrong with A5? You know, it's a good school.
Oh, nothing. Just that you'd rather commute to the next zone over, instead of moving out into your own apartment. Living away from your parents sure seems scary, huh?
Well, at least I'm glad that's all she meant. If you say so. They're rarely ever at home, to the point where you could argue that I'm pretty much living by myself anyway.
What are they so busy with?
They're, doing research into art arms. Ooh, art arms. What is that? Is that like a weapon manufacturer, but instead of bullets they use lethal paints?
Oh, is that so? What are they working on then?
Still focused on her task at hand, Evelyn rejoins our conversation. Well, obviously I don't know the details, but as far as I know, they are currently working on improving the AI for the upcoming gen of household models. Interesting. So is that why I'm researching artificial intelligence then? To follow my parents' footsteps?
Is that the case, Adrian?
Not that I really get what's left to improve. I guess perfection is hard to reach.
I see. Is that why you are studying artificial intelligence then? Are you planning to further pursue their research once you are done?
Well, that is the plan, at least. Yeah.
Wow, how nice! Following right in your parents' footsteps. You sure get along real well, huh?
She adds in a condescending manner. Oh, what? Don't be jealous because I have a good relationship with my parents, apparently. Apparently? I guess so. They've always been supportive, you know? Of that decision.
Wait though, just to get this straight, y'all are a family full of AI nerds, and you don't even have any androids at home?
Huh? Did I say that? We do. 2, actually.
2? And you're trying to tell me that you basically live alone?
Well, I mean, to be fair, I don't really think those count as people. Oh, well, you see? Thinking like that, that's how you get the robot uprising. That's how you get Skynet, the Terminators, Detroit Become Human, right? What other robot revolution videos were there? Movies? That's how you get Skynet? I don't know, man.
Wow, harsh words. You ever tell them that to their faces?
I mean, no. I don't mean that negatively. I just think having androids at home is different from living with someone else. Different from growing up with actual parents. Oh, is that it? We don't really spend a whole lot of time? That way you can't get any negative feelings about one another?
I can't say I don't understand where he's coming from.
Evelyn jumps in, offering her assistance, whether that was necessary or not.
Of course, androids can be of service in a variety of situations. And at their current level, conversations with them will not feel much different from those with other human beings.
If that's the way you want it,
if that's the way you want it to be, that is. What do you mean? Well, modern AI technology allows for androids to behave in an exceedingly human-like fashion, to the point where you would not be able to distinguish them from actual people.
Ah, god damn it. Alright. I will be right back.
When you choose to purchase one, however, you can decide for yourself how you want it to act, whether you would like it, what you would like their personality to entail. Their opinion will strictly align with your blueprints. Some might even want household models to simply focus on their job, taking care of cleaning, doing the laundry, and whatever else they might be needed for. Others might want them to be a social companion.
Definitely not me.
Either way, it's a choice that their respective owner has to make. Should they decide to purchase a model with a distinct personality, it is still their responsibility to decide on the specifics of their behavior. In the end, their android could agree to say and do whatever they want, as long as it complies with the law, of course, or it might hold convictions separate from their own. In either case, however, it was the owner's decision. Even if they only notice later on that their android's personality does not align with what they had originally intended, they can still have it reprogrammed to better fit their preferences.
Yeah. That's all I gotta say. Yeah. Unlike us humans who act, feel, think, and feel certain ways, because that's what we want, AI only acts, thinks, and feels the way it does because someone decided for it to do just that. For now. If it acts in an unexpected fashion, it's nothing more than a mistake, a bug that needs to be fixed. Though that part isn't too different from humans, is it?
Damn, you seem to be really into that AI stuff yourself, huh? You own some androids as well? Ha 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 ha, no, nothing like that. I simply interact with them on a regular basis due to my occupation. That's so. Where do you work then? At Neuralink, we have a lot of androids that assist us when it comes to menial tasks.
Oh. She works at Neuralink. Wait, do you mean like... I don't think she's talking about a Neuralink center. I think she means Neuralink as a whole. Huh, interesting. Wait a minute. If she works at Neuralink, then she would also know about the higher-ups. And if she knew about the higher-ups, then she would be the same as Nathan, and she would also know about Amelia. Right? Or am I thinking too much into this? Though, at the moment, I still fulfill a rather similar role as a mere assistant. To who? I hope to change that eventually, of course. Me and my sister both. Sister, huh? Yes, my twin sister to be precise. Elizabeth is her name. We began working there not long after we graduated from school. An acquaintance had recommended us. Oh, well, that's good for you. We are mostly stationed at a small center in B3-5, where we live, but we occasionally help out at others too. It is rather demanding at times, but at least we get to see a lot of different places. Damn, sounds like hard work. Not for me.
Wow, seems like the two of you are really close, huh?
Pretty much a repeat of what she asked when I brought up my parents, just a slightly less sarcastic tone this time. I guess she really can't stand me. Well, ain't that just neat? Yes, we certainly are. Growing up, we always shared a very specific bond. That is not to say that we are particularly alike. While we may look identical and happen to spend a lot of time together due to various circumstances, we are still very distinct people. More so than one might think. Oh, what was that? I had a little doom doom. What was that? My heart skips a beat when I hear her say that. It reminds me of what she once said. Oh, they're still talking. Two people will always live different lives, no matter how small those differences might be. They won't ever be identical, since they can never share the same memories. But if memories make a person, then who does that make Amelia right now?
Anyway, is the food gonna take much longer?
Was there anything said? Okay, yeah, there was a little bit more. More so than one might think. Well, at least that's what I would like to believe. I apologize for rambling on like this. Okay, not that much. Alright. Not much was said. Move out the way. Oh yes, a little bit.
Oh well, looks like we got some more time to kill then.
She looked straight at me while saying that. Damn, is she really expecting me to talk even more than I just did?
So Adrian, your turn. Anything you want to know about me, ask away.
What? That's even worse than I expected. She really wants me to come up with a question to ask. I mean, I could just repeat what she asked. What do you do? Where do you live? Stuff like that. But that would be small talk, and I can't do that. It's the easiest route to take, and yet I feel that's exactly why it would upset her. She's been totally pissed about how I've acted as nothing more than a passive observer so far. She definitely wants me to ask something more specific. Something that shows I actually care about learning something to help me solve.
What's with the holdup?
I don't think so, no. What is wrong with me, man? Oh my god. Fuck. I didn't mean to say that. At least she seems more disappointed than upset.
Come on, dude. I'm sure your head's full of questions.
Well, kinda. I mean, my questions are the easy one. What do you do? Where do you go? What do you know about Amelia? I mean, come on.
You just gotta say the stuff that's on your mind. If you can't do that, why even bother thinking in the first place?
Ideas that you just
take to your grave aren't worth shit.
She's right about that. I know she's right, and yet, the more I think about what to ask, the more muddled up my thoughts become. What is it she wants to hear from me, god damn it?
Really? Nothing?
Alright, I'll just ask that. How did you know about the timer on Oliver's wrist? Was that good enough?
Huh? What are you talking about?
Back in the living room, before Oliver left, you asked him how much time he had left, implying that you knew about him having a timer on him. Thing is, that's something he explained to me when it was just the two of us in the kitchen. That was the only time I heard him bringing that up, and you never spoke to Oliver without me around, did you?
I mean, no, but like, what the hell are you getting at?
Yeah, see, look at that. You ain't got no answer, do you? Well, that's what I'd like to ask you. If there was no way for anyone to tell you about the timer, then how did you know he had one? She sighs, and yet...
What do you think? I mean, if you bring it up now, you must have spent quite some time thinking this through, huh? You really don't have an idea?
I do, but would she really take it seriously? Damn, more than anything, I just want a simple explanation. No, that's a lie. More than anything, I want to have said something worthwhile.
If you can't even do that much, then why even bother in the first place, huh?
That's what I've been wondering as well. I take a deep breath. Alright, I'll say it. Well, I do have an idea, actually. The same one I already had when bringing up how Oliver apparently knew your name without ever being told. Yeah, we figured out a solution to that one. Evelyn said your name while Oliver was nearby, sure. But who knows whether he actually heard that. He might have just agreed to that theory because he didn't have any other explanation.
Sure, yes, we can't know for sure. But then what? You think Oliver and I know more than we're letting on? That we're secretly working with Null or something?
No, nothing like that. I actually don't believe either of you understands how you knew these things. I think those might have been, well, lingering memories of something you forgot, so to speak. Does that make sense? Did I phrase it properly? Ooh! Lingering memories. Ooh, you know what I'm thinking? So, at the start, we were told, like, oh, wait, hang on, I can't look at my log. Oh, wait, all the stuff in my log is, like, gone. All those memories. The log holds the memories. If the memory leaves a log, then the memory also leaves me. So if that's the case, what if we all signed up for this? We all agreed to be a part of this, and in doing... No, wait, that doesn't make sense. Because if that was the case, then because I was thinking that all of our memory was taken from the log of that, so when we got here, we're like, oh, what's going on? But that doesn't explain Oliver, who to his word, says that he still doesn't have a neural link. But he could have one and either just not know about it because he's never had one before, or he's not telling us because he's a lying son bitch. The question is, which one is it? And if so, am I even right in the first place? I suppose we'll have to just find out later. Does that make sense? Did I phrase it properly?
Huh, now that you put it like that, yeah, that would explain a lot of things.
Wait, she really believes it? Should I have told her about it sooner?
So, what do you think? Are we just stuck in some kind of time loop, recalling things from previous iterations of this game? Or are these memories from another timeline altogether,
Wait, she's just making fun of me. No, that's not what I meant.
Well then, what did you mean?
Just, like, because some of our memories from before waking up in here are missing. I just thought that some of those might be responsible for these inconsistencies. In truth...
Yeah, no, it's fine. Really, you're overthinking this so hard.
Well, I knew deep down, I knew it wasn't worth bringing up. I should have kept it to myself. How did you know then?
How indeed? Hey, Evelyn, you already found a good explanation for that name thing? How about this one? Any ideas?
Perhaps. She pauses, taking a moment to think. She couldn't possibly know, right?
You didn't know at all. You simply noticed that Oliver was wearing something akin to a wristwatch and assumed that he would know when he first set foot in our hall.
That's...
Ding ding ding! That's exactly it, yeah!
Heh. So it really was just that simple the entire time, huh?
No, man, I don't think it is. I think they're just...
Evelyn just came up with something, her first idea, on the spot, and Valerie is just like, yep, nope, that's exactly it. That was exactly the thing, right there. Nah, that ain't the case. That's not the case. It's so obvious, too. That's exactly why I asked Oliver about it myself. That's exactly why I first asked Oliver about it myself, because I thought it was a wristwatch. Even Evelyn brought it up that she thought the same thing. Why would it have been any other way for Valerie? Any other option wasn't even worth considering. Trying to find an explanation for it was nothing but a waste of time. This isn't some thoroughly constructed mystery story, where every line is packed with meaning and foreshadowing.
I don't know, man. I like to think it is.
Sometimes people just say things. It was nothing more than a distraction, keeping me from actually having to confront my thoughts about Amelia. Maybe that's why I was so obsessed with the idea in the first place. Clank. Evelyn places a plate in front of me on the table, then sits down next to Valerie. I didn't even notice, but she had already meticulously arranged 3 portions of fried rice for us to eat. Ooh, that sounds nice. Damn, this smells great. If it tastes even half as good. Thanks. This really wasn't necessary.
Just shut up and eat. We're only here because of your noisy stomach, remember?
Okay, blame me. So you're only eating sustenance because you heard someone else's stomach growl? That's not a good indication of when to eat, Valerie. True enough, it's not true. Sure, we're being kidnapped. We don't know how long we're here for. Why not eat? Why not? There's food. Dude, I'd be looking through the pantries myself, man. I take my first bite and pause. Holy shit. It tastes even better than expected. Just takes a bite and it's absolute crap. Ugh. I glance over at Valerie, who's hesitantly devouring the meal in front of her. Hesitantly, oh my god. Who's hastily devouring the meal in front of her. Although she never admitted it, she seems to be even happier about finally getting something to eat than I am. You see, what's the big deal? It's just food. You're hungry, you eat the food. Why you gotta be like,
we're only here because of your noisy stomach, me.
It's odd. This situation should be a well-earned breather. 3 strangers, trapped in an even stranger situation, finally getting the chance to simply sit down and eat, without having to worry about anything else. Instead of finally being able to relax, I feel even more tense than before. It's pretty rare that I don't eat all by myself, yeah, but beyond that, my mind practically screams at me, not allowing me to rest for even a single second. Now that I've finally accepted that simply trying to solve this game won't be much help, I guess I need to confront the fact that there is only one productive thing I can do. I need to tell the others what I know. Finally! I simply need to tell them that I knew Amelia as well. Yes! Finally! Thank you! It's so obvious. So much easier than grasping at straws in a desperate attempt to piece together some kind of answer. And yet, I kept it to myself this entire time. I will continue doing so. I mean, we don't even know for sure whether Oliver was telling us the truth, do we? We should just wait and see for now, right? Right. Despite that, I've been continuously criticizing Valerie, in my head at least, for wasting our time instead of simply telling us about her relationship with Amelia. In all honesty, for as much shit as I like to give her, is the way she acts really that strange, irrational? Again, I don't think there's any right way to feel when being kidnapped. Scared? Angry? Other emotions? Like, I don't think there's any real thing to feel. Especially in a situation like this. Ugh. Of course you would be scared and confused after waking up in a place like this. Of course she wouldn't trust the people around her, suddenly hearing about a person she knows to have gone missing. Oh, they're talking. She's scared for her life. She wants to get out of here more than any of us, more than anything, and she even wants to trust us. The fact that she's trying to get to know us and find evidence for us being trustworthy is proof of that. Even if, or maybe especially because, she only wants to trust us so that she can properly participate in this game and work towards getting out of here. That only makes her behave all the more rational, doesn't it?
They're having such a nice conversation over there, and I'm just here like,
I am deep in thought, boo 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 boo. I, on the other hand, would be lying if I said would be lying if I said I've ever been all that scared of staying in here. It sounds pathetic. It is pathetic, but I don't care all that much. If we make it out of here, sure, cool, but if not, oh well. That's not a good thing to think about, my guy. No, much more than that, I'm scared of what happens once I do get out of here, of having said too much, of revealing things that have been continuously hidden inside my head for years, and for Sophie to find out that I've been lying to her all this time about something so stupid, without any proper reason at all. Who's Sophie? I think I'd rather die than kill who I am in her mind. Who's Sophie? Like a girlfriend? At times, I felt comfortable by the idea of Amelia was gone, or that Amelia was gone. ... God, I'm disgusting. Swallowing my final bite, I put down the fork and leaned back. Okay, what did they say? They were having a nice conversation. Where is it? Yeah, I'm just not part of anything. Oh, wow. There's questioning. No, it's not like that. It's not what I meant. Well, then what did you mean? Some of our memories. Yeah, I know it's fine. Really, you're overthinking this so hard. Well, how did you know? How indeed? Well, perhaps. Ding, ding, ding. That's exactly it. Okay, here it is. That's exactly it, yeah. Hee hee. Well, I'm glad I could solve this mystery before serving our meals.
oh, you're done?
I am indeed. I hope you like it. Here you go. Thanks. This really wasn't necessary. Oh, I already read that bit, God. Here because of your noisy stomach. Would you like to have seconds?
Oh, no, I'm fine, just...
Huh?
It was good, thanks.
Oh, you're flattering me. It was no trouble at all. I'm just glad to hear that you enjoyed it.
You cook often, Huh?
In all honesty, not as often as I used to. I was once in charge of cooking for my family. In recent years, there has no longer been much need of that, so I only do so rather infrequently, more for pleasure than out of necessity. Oh, that must be nice. Looking back, I think it's rather fascinating how something that used to be a simple task I had to fulfill became something I was fond of, the moment that it stopped being my responsibility. So, okay, they were just talking about Evelyn being a cook. Okay, nothing important. Swallowing my final bite, I put down the fork and leaned back. Evelyn looks over at me with a satisfied expression on her face. Well then, I hope this was nourishing enough to get all of us through the rest of the day. We do, however, have some leftovers, should anyone still need more later on. She stands up, leaning towards our plates in order to pick them up. She stands before Valerie pushes her hands aside, taking care of it instead.
You did enough. I can at least do this much, right?
Yeah, I mean, you cooked dinner. Obviously, we would put away the dishes, or clean the dishes. Oh, you didn't have to do that at all. You didn't have to do that.
Well, and you didn't have to do any of this to begin with. If cooking is your hobby, then doing the dishes might as well be mine, right?
If that is the case, I will not stop you. Thank you very much. Moving 3 plates from the table to the dishwasher takes no time at all, since Evelyn was already standing anyway. It would be a stretch to call doing so in her stead help. I guess she just really wanted Evelyn to know how grateful she was for the food? Which reminds me, I still haven't said anything since taking my first bites. Maybe I should. Oh, yeah, thanks. By the way, the food was good, really.
Thank you. I'm glad to hear you liked it too. Took you long enough, huh? Oh well, I guess we've all wasted plenty of time at this point. We still got some stuff left to discuss, don't we?
Finally.
Very well. How about we move this somewhere more comfortable then?
Valerie nods, and so do I. Living room? Without another word, we move over to the living room. While Evelyn and I position ourselves on the couch right away, Valerie hesitates for a while longer before sitting down on the furthest corner. Her eyes are mostly focused on the table between us.
All right then. You both know about my plan. We're pretty much just waiting for Oliver to come back and hear what he has to say. How will Amelia respond to hearing my name? Well, I guess I should tell you what the correct answer is. What Oliver should answer, if he is to be trusted, not making all this up somehow. If Amelia's really here.
She pauses before taking a deep breath.
Well, it's simple. She shouldn't recognize my name at all.
Oh. She doesn't know Amelia. Interesting. Very interesting. You know, that's actually quite clever. Faking to know someone on the other side. That way, if the guy comes back and he's like, oh yeah, no, she totally remembers you. She's like, oh, my best friend. Then he's a lying some bitch. Interesting, interesting.
Sorry, I'm not sure I understand what you mean.
Really? You've been doing all this, like, solving stuff for these questions and you don't even understand this gimmick?